everybody. I know it's been a while since I have recorded because we were away for quite some time, but now I am back. Today we are going to be making our very own grape smoothie. Now you'll notice instead of having some individual bags, I have a blend, and I have some pineapple left over in a bowl. And I have the grapes that are right here. I've already added the water, which you don't need too much, just right about to the second fill line right here. And then let's start. Now, the great thing, I think I've already told you guys to know about smoothies is that you always should add liquids first. It has been about a month since I did my last smoothie video, so I don't really remember telling you guys this, so that's why I'm telling you right now. Now let's go see if we can get some lemon juice inside of our lovely refrigerator. And look, there we go. We got some lemon juice. Okay, now we will close our refrigerator. Lovely, organized refrigerator. And now, we have our lemon juice. Now, we actually want to pour in more than you might think, because lemon juice actually makes our smoothie very tart, and that actually makes a smoothie really good. So we're just gonna want to add in some lemon juice. That should be a good amount. And then we want to make sure our lemon juice stays nice and fresh for our next smoothie, so we are going to want to put it back in the refrigerator. Give me a second. And then we will put our lemon juice back. And while we're here, we're not going to use this ingredient just yet, but we are going to want to grab it. This ingredient is called monk fruit sweetener, which is basically a healthier version of sugar. You can find this at your local Costco, and it is really good for smoothies or salads. Now let's actually start off with the main contention, which would be our pineapple. So let's put in our pineapple. If you guys don't know, pineapple is actually one of my favorite fruits, as well as strawberries. I love pineapples because they are very, very sweet. And even though they're a bit sticky, their juice is easy to wash off. And they give it the smoothie a tropical feel. I don't think I used pineapples in our last smoothie video. However, you will see me use pineapples and or cherries a lot in these videos. All right, let's put in the last piece of our pineapple. Okay, so now we've got our pineapple, which is sitting in there soaking nice and juicy. Now, we're going to want to get some grapes. We're not going to use the whole basket. We're just going to use a little bit. Now, these grapes might look like they have injuries on them, but don't worry. This is normal. Grapes do this when they've been left out for a little bit. And we have had these grapes for a little bit. So they're going to be like this. Also, make sure you have no stem pieces at all, not even the little pieces. Stem pieces are inedible, and we do not want anything inedible in our smoothie. You will notice that unlike the pineapple, the grapes seem to float. I mean sink. Sorry, sink, yeah, the sink. And that is actually a good thing because that means we can add more grapes to give our smoothie a nice flavor. However, sometimes you might need to add something extra to a smoothie, like more pineapple juice or a couple of ice cubes. Okay, we will add one more grape. That should be enough grapes. It's kind of looking like a tropical blend. It's hard to see here. Let me zoom in. You can kind of see the grapes just floating in there. You guys see that? It's a bit blurry. Right above the cups. Okay, so now that that part is done, we are going to need some berries. So let's, I don't think I've actually used this before until today. So let me just give me a second to kind of open it up. You guys can watch for the wonderful view of our glass bowl. Never mind. Okay. Here, you guys can by the view of our kitchen. Let's like be a little bit. Hold on. There we go. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. Now you're gonna notice everything is frozen over. However, I actually know a little knack for that. As you can see, we have our lovely glass of water on the table. So let's just take that. And we're not gonna pour too much, just a little bit over it. And that actually melts the ice. So now we have access to our first fruit cluster, which just looks like a berry. Now, the reason I'm using a berry mix and not individual berries is because I know that no matter what kinds of berries are in here, this is actually going to turn out pretty good due to the high amount of lemon juice. Any smoothie can turn out good. That's all I'm saying. We are getting lots of blackberries and definitely not enough strawberries and blueberries. Oh, my hands are frozen. Got some ice on them. Kind of reminds me of our last video when we did slime. Here, let's see. Now would be a good time to probably add some more water. I know it's a bit hard for you guys to see, but the fruit has melted a little bit more, making access to better fruits. It's looking pretty good, everybody. I don't know how these colors are going to blend together. Maybe they'll make a beautiful color. Maybe they'll just be brown, or maybe they'll be red, like our last smoothie. Usually my smoothies, when I make them, are red. But occasionally they can be other colors, like a mixture of yellow. Or even once, we made a green smoothie. This wasn't recorded, but it was green. One more fruit should do the trick. One more little fruit cluster. Oh no, my hands are getting frozen. Okay, now I'm going to get a spoon. A wonderful little spoon from our lovely, there we go. And you guessed it, it's time for some monk fruit. Now the monk fruit is actually going to be quite tricky for me to do, so this might be a bit of a tough looking for all y'all to see. Here, so you guys can watch from here. You notice I tend to try not to show my face as much, unless I am doing some kind of dance. Yeah. So now we have 1 spoonful of monk fruit, which we are going to put in here. 1 spoonful. You'll notice the sugar isn't going to dissolve right away. That's because this isn't really sugar. It's sweetener, monk fruit sweetener. But it's partially made of sugar. You guys are going to see this next part, but I'm going to add another one here. And then I'll show you guys. Okay, that should be enough monk fruit sweetener. Put the monk fruit sweetener back in. And then we'll put the monk fruit sweetener back in the cabinets of just baking condiments. Yeah, our kitchen is not pretty big. Okay, now it is time for the main part, the actual blending of the smoothie. So let's just turn this so y'all can see a bit better. There we go. You can kind of see. Okay. All right. This is gonna be a loud one, y'all. So let's just start a little bit. Hopefully this will be a good smoothie. It appears to be that the smoothie is a red one. Oh, good Lord. Oh. But if you see all those chunks, we don't want any chunks at all. We do not want a single chunk in our smoothie. Because who wants to eat some brownish slop? And I know it might appear brown to your guys' opinion, but it is actually a red color. Here, I'll show you guys. Inside, look. See, it's kind of red. Yeah, see, color doesn't show up too well on this. Okay, let's blend some more. Like I said, it's hard again to see, and it might appear orange, but it's starting to blend more. It's actually looking like a pretty good smoothie. I can see things kind of floating up a little bit. Let's keep blending it, and then until all the foam is gone. Okay, just a bit more pale, and it actually seems to be doing really well. I'm just gonna blend just a tad bit more though, because it kind of actually looks like it needs it. All right, now time for the other moment you've all been waiting for, to taste it. However, we don't want to get our countertop dirty, so we will grab a paper towel. Here we go. Here we are. Okay, we got a paper towel. This is so that neither our spoon nor our lid will get on our counter. All right. The smoothie is foamy, so that means it's probably a thin one. I kind of got just foam. This might need like some ice or something. Let's try it. Believe it or not, y'all, this is actually a very tart smoothie. I think it's due to all the grapes, pineapple, and other things of sorts. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit of water. And let's blend some more. And it doesn't want to go down, does it? Okay. Come on. Time for some blending, people. Looking into it, I actually saw a couple more chunks, so I'm gonna actually keep blending it. See that chunk right there? Kind of right in the middle. Alright, now let's check up on our smoothie. It actually looks a bit darker from my perspective, but it doesn't seem to change much from your perspective. Alright, get the lid off. It's unhooked and a bit more mess on the lid. Well, y'all, the tartness has decreased. It's pretty good. I would add apple into it, except for I don't have any apple. So if y'all have apple at home, I think that you just add a little bit of that, then it'd be perfect. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This movie is really good. I just hope you don't mind having a really tart smoothie and has a bit of foam. It's actually a really good taste, and it doesn't require many ingredients. Just some pineapple, which is now gone because it's in the smoothie. Some mixture of fruit, and some grapes. They don't even have to be frozen, but if you can freeze them if you'd like, even though it's a bit better to use some frozen fruit. So have a nice day, and remember, you are always clever.